Void agreements, Section 2, G. Under the Indian Contract Act, 1872, a void agreement is an agreement which is not enforceable by law. According to Section 2, G, an agreement not enforceable by law is said to be void. Such an agreement has no legal effect and creates no rights or obligations between the parties. Even though the parties may agree willingly, the law does not recognize these agreements. An agreement may be void from the beginning, void ab initio, or may become void later due to certain circumstances. The purpose of declaring certain agreements void is to protect public interest, morality, and fairness. A void agreement is an agreement which is not enforceable by law. In simple words, the law does not recognize it, so no party can go to court to enforce it. Definition. Section 2, G. An agreement not enforceable by law is said to be void. Important characteristics of void agreement. It has no legal effect. A void agreement is an agreement that is not legally enforceable. It has no legal effect from the beginning or becomes unenforceable later due to law. It cannot be enforced in court. A void agreement has no legal enforceability, which means the law does not recognize it and no party can enforce it in a court of law. Even if both parties agree, the court will not help in enforcing such an agreement. It may be void from the beginning or become void later. A void agreement may be void from the very beginning, void ab initio. For example, agreements made with a minor, agreements based on mutual mistake of fact, or agreements for unlawful objects are void from the start. An agreement can also become void at a later stage. An agreement which was valid at the time of formation may become void due to subsequent impossibility of performance, change in law, or destruction of subject matter. Parties do not get legal rights or obligations. A void agreement does not create any legal rights or obligations between the parties. Since it is treated as if it never existed, neither party can claim performance or damages. A void agreement is different from an illegal agreement. While a void agreement is simply unenforceable, an illegal agreement is forbidden by law and may attract punishment. However, all illegal agreements are void, but all void agreements are not illegal. In case of a void agreement, benefits received must be restored if possible. If one party has received any advantage under a void agreement, the law may require restoration under the principle of equity. A void agreement is declared void by law, not by the will of parties. The parties themselves cannot make an enforceable agreement void unless the law provides so. Thus, a void agreement is an agreement without legal effect. It either lacks essential elements of a valid contract or becomes unenforceable due to legal reasons. Understanding its characteristics is important for LLB students to clearly distinguish between valid, void, voidable, and illegal agreements. Types of void agreements. Under the Indian Contract Act, 1872, certain agreements are expressly declared void. These agreements are not enforceable by law because they are against law, public policy, or essential requirements of a valid contract.